Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Samantha from Lone Crow Adventures, the channel where we talk about all things camping, hiking, and backpacking. We are back on the Ice Age Trail. This time we are hiking eastern Lodi Marsh to Madison. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm glad you guys are here with us. Let's go. Well, a couple miles in, and we've discovered Lodi Marsh. The very beginning portion is really hilly. There's a massive, huge hill right at the very beginning. So be prepared for that if that's your starting point, because boy, didn't even let you ease into it, just boom. We're getting a late start. We started at 4 o'clock today. We drove up here to Wisconsin from our home in Illinois after a short working day. So this was about the earliest that we could get started. We're trying to knock off 13 and a half miles tonight. We're hoping to get through eastern Lodi Marsh and Lodi Marsh, which is about 5 miles, while the sun is still up. Then we're going to have an 8-mile road walk or so, and then a little hike into the DCA in the following segment. It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody built it for us.
Delightful. Oh, here's the DCA. Right here. This is the first DCA in the Lodi Marsh section, eastern Lodi Marsh. And if you look up here, there's a mailbox. Pretty sure that is a trail register, so we're going to go check it out. Trail register. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, you're bragging about your trail miles, I see, in the trail register?
Yeah.
Braggart. You know, I always mean to like look up something really clever. You're supposed to put like little sayings in here. And then after that hill, I don't really have any good expressions. I'm gonna write, hell of a hill, eh? That's for you.
Seasonal Creek. End of August. Dry as a bone. We are done the eastern Lodi Marsh section, and now we're headed into the Lodi Marsh section. This is just a little quickie, 1.8 miles, and then we should make it before sundown. 8 miles to go. 8 miles on the road. Back to drinking from mud puddles. There's a floaty in there. Oh, that's alright, the filter will catch it. So Sarah wanted me to try out this bee-free water filter. This is a 1 liter version. And
It's really fast. Wow.
I told you. Okay, so it is way faster than the Sawyer. Oh, Joe.
Oh, sorry about the camera angle, folks. I'm not the usual cameraman.
That's all right.
So, I mean, even with the Scenic bag, the Sawyer falls short.
Well,
Yes.
it's still a good filter, but this is faster.
Yep.
The sun is setting on the prairie. Not very much moon tonight. It's twilight and there's a tiny little sliver of moon. Alright, we made it to the beginning of our next segment, which is Springfield Hill. We got 0.8 miles to hike in. Alright, here we go. Well, getting into a little bit more heavily wooded section. So far this trail hasn't been too difficult. Well, we made it to the little spur trail to the DCA. Shouldn't be too much further. Here's the DCA. So this is the DCA in Springfield Hill. It's got a tent pad. Look at it, it's got a tent pad and a bench. Oh wow. And there's a trail register here too. To sign that in the morning.
One downside I'll say is it has strips from on a road. It is very cool. Oh, yeah, it is for your stove. So you can literally sit here
Oh,
and wait for your breakfast.
oh, that's delightful. I am really liking this. Oh, great.
Oh, I can't believe we made it. What time is it? 11:53. We started at 4:30. 13 and a half miles of hellish elevation at the beginning.
Well, guess we got nothing to do but get set up and get a bite.
Nothing like eating at 1 in the morning. I love it.
The hike went great yesterday until we got to camp. Sarah has a slow leak in her mat. And I have looked that thing over frontwards, backwards, upside down, inside out, and I cannot find the hole. So I'm hoping it's not the valve. We're not exactly sure what we're gonna do at this point. If we're gonna try to patch the pad. We did talk about hiking to the trailhead, calling an Uber, as much as I hate to do that, and then having it take us back to our cars, and then finishing the next two segments as a day hike, because we've got a couple day packs in the car. So that could be an option, unless there is a body of water over here. So I may be able to submerge the pad and locate the puncture, and if that's the case, then we'll be able to continue on. But Sarah did not sleep. I mean, it was past 1 o'clock in the morning when we went to bed, and we got up at 5:30 this morning, and she just did not sleep very well. So we're kind of in a little conundrum as to what we're gonna do. So it's just one of those trips where you have some challenges that you have to overcome, and sometimes you have a plan when you head out on trail, and then things beyond your control happen, and then you have to be open to modifying that plan. So that's where we are right now.
putting my mat in there.
Nope.
No. I'll send you in with it.
I don't want to put your mat in there.
I don't think that would be nice.
I think it would smell bad when it comes out.
Yeah, and you would say
And we're back at the trailhead. So this is actually a looping segment, 1.6 mile looping segment, Springfield Hills.
Hey, I just requested my first Uber. It's like fantastic once you get the app, although I don't want more apps, but Thomas in a red Honda Accord is coming to rescue us to bring us to the Jeep, where we now need to make a totally new trip itinerary that doesn't involve sleeping on rocks. So I guess now we have 14 minutes to figure that part out, but it'll be our first Uber ride. And who knew, out here in the sticks you could get an Uber. So it could be life altering. Let's see.
Little Bobo, are you hurt? Oh, are you hurt? I think you are. I think we better call somebody. Oh my gosh, you're so skinny. Oh. So we just called animal control and they're sending out an officer to investigate that poor little fox because he's been there for about 10 minutes. We've been watching him and he just kind of circles around. He's super skinny. I don't know if he's injured or if he's sick, but they will find him and they will give him the medical care that he needs. All right, well, we are back on trail after the flattened mat, the Uber ride, the recalculation of our route, and the sick dying fox on the side of the road. It has been one heck of a morning. So we decided that we were going to start today partially through the Cross Plains segment, and we are going to end our day in Madison, and then tomorrow we're going to pick up at, I think, the beginning of this segment, kind of finish up the middle part that we missed today, just because with everything that has happened, we're gonna try to do 10.8 miles today and then we're gonna call it a day because it's been a really unusual hiking trip so far, so just gotta make adjustments on the fly. Getting back into the woods. Now we're walking through a straw field. It's like harvest time is coming right around the corner. So we're doing a road walk right now, 2.8 miles. There's some really nice ritzy neighborhoods. And it's full sun, but there's a really nice breeze. I'm appreciative of that. So we're at the end of the road walk, and right next to this lovely house is the beginning of the Valley View segment. Now, this portion of the segment is on private land, so you have to respect the landowners. But we've got some nice prairie flowers. A lot of people in this neighborhood leave those prairie flowers growing wild on their property, which is kind of nice. Well, here's more of the Valley View type of thing I was expecting. Back in the woods, trotting through the nice shady woods. This shade is a welcome change from that hot sunny road walk. Oh no.
There's thorns too.
Thorns? Oh, overgrown thorns.
That's just bad.
It's my favorite.
FYI, these are all thorns that overhang this trail.
Great.
So, I mean, if I was a hiker, I wouldn't come out here until, like, there'd been some trail maintainers out here.
because it's dangerous.
Here. I don't really want to get all my clothes torn.
Oh, my goodness. What's that Sleeping Beauty where the castle's surrounded in thorns? Is that kind of what we're dealing with here? Ow!
I'm stuck.
Oh, you're snagged.
Oh, help. Oh, God, it's got me.
Hold on, I gotta grab it with a... Lord. Can't wait to proceed. Well, we are now on the Madison segment. We have 3 miles until we complete this segment, and then that'll be it for this day. We'll be getting back to the Jeep, setting up shop for the night, and then we'll carry on again in the morning. So altogether, with the mileage that we did here and the mile or so that we hiked this morning, we're just under about 12 miles today. So not too bad for all the crazy things that happened and being kind of tired and everything from the night before. So hopefully we'll get a nice big mile day under our belt tomorrow. But it will be nice to be able to put the feet up for the night, because the dogs are barking. So this is the portion of the trail that goes through the golf course. The golf carts whizzing around everywhere. But this is on the Madison segment. Well, we stopped for a break at the golf course. The trail takes you right past the pro shop. Here's the next blaze, and we carry on this way. A cutesy little covered bridge. Bridge. That bridge, the other side of that bridge marks the end of the Madison section. Woohoo! Well, good morning, everyone. We had a great sleep last night, and we're hitting the trail again this morning. We're back at the Cross Plains section, and the first portion of the Cross Plains that we're doing today has a 3.6 mile connector, but it's actually considered part of that segment. So that's what we're on now. Then we'll head into Cross Plains, then we'll have another road connector, and then we'll have a small segment called Table Bluff. And honestly, it looks like today is going to be kind of a killer. We're planning 14.2 miles, maybe a couple extra more if we've got it in the tank, but this is a elevation 4 segment, and there are 5 ratings of elevation on the Ice Age Trail, so this is second from the top. And driving out here, boy, there was a lot of hills, so I think we're in for a butt kicker today. Do 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 do. Walking on a road. All right, so still doing the road connector. We have this lovely little creek here, great water source, 1.4 miles in. So add this to your itinerary if you're planning a trip up here. Beautiful forested section. Going through the town of Cross Plains. And here we are at the Ice Age Trail Alliance. Got our little mammoth, a little overgrown, the wild prairie flowers. Here we are, going back into the woods. Somebody's cutting their grass. You're here in the Cross Plains section, and it is starting to get hilly. Again, it doesn't really show up on camera, but there's a lot of hills in this section. The Seasonal Creek right here, bone dry. Alright, so here's the DCA in the Cross Plains section. This was the one that we were supposed to stay at last night until we had all of our problems, and then just ended up heading for the Jeeps. But there's a little blue spur trail that leads this way. Alright, here we are. For any of you folks interested in staying here, I'm not sure if that's a trail register in there or not. We'll have to check. Nice DCA.
There's a tent pad right there.
Oh, there is a tent pad. Cool beans. Let's see. I think so. Oh, it's pretty wet. Trail register. Oh yeah. Putting on the sun stick. Getting ready to do a road walk when this segment's over. Out of the woods at that DCA and into the open sun and more prairie flowers. Now we've got this kind of steep gravelly section leading to the next connecting route, and it's kind of slippery, so you gotta be a little careful. Don't say that you don't ever see pretty things on your road walk. Beautiful. Alright, starting Table Bluff. Looks like it's gonna be hilly. Well guys, it is really, really hot and very sunny in the Table Bluff section. I'm really hoping we can get out of this direct sun pretty soon because I am just sweating so bad. Well, here's something on trail you don't see every day. Provocative alligator.
Look, got an ice cold beverage too.
Oh, lucky.
I think this alligator's at the beach because I see some stars.
Well, we are still in the Table Bluff segment, and right now we're doing this little prairie section. It kind of has a approach trail and then a little loop, and then you leave out the same approach trail, and that will complete this segment, which is really exciting to get a segment done. Here we are at Indian Lake. Seems to be a hot spot of hiking activity. So Indian Lake is actually a dog park. So we have this sled in case something happens to the puppers. Got a little stream and a footbridge. You can draw water from there. There's also Indian Lake over in the distance. Many people here today and many dogs. There's a dog over there. So the trail breaks off from the dog park here and dips into the woods. And now we dip by Indian Lake. Area doesn't spend too much time in the woods. Lots of open sun in this segment. Dipping into the woods again. Starting to get a little bit of elevation. Feeling pretty good. We've got, I don't know, a mile and a half or so of this segment left. And a 2.6 mile road walk. And then the long drive home. 3.5 hours driving. So it's going to be a full day by the time we get done. But feeling good. Definitely got a little bit of elevation here. We've got a warming hut on trail. If you're out here in the winter, you can go in there and warm right up. All right. So we are done with the Indian Lake segment. And we're hitting the road again for the last 2.6 miles. Finish up this chapter. Roadwalks must always contain large hills. So this is the road that you have to cross, and you have to hike about a 1/4 mile down it. It's a 4-lane divided highway. Everybody's zip zooming down, and then you have to actually cross it. We had to run across the road with our packs. It's crazy. All right, back at the Jeep. Whew. Big trip, 48 miles. Feels good to be done. Now, if you guys want to see the remaining segments in this chapter, click right over here. I have the Verona and Montrose segment, which we hiked a couple weeks ago. If you guys want to give that a check out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Now's the time to do that. All right, guys, we'll see you later.